Golf News RI presents the Golf Dudes Podcast. Here are the dudes. Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of the Golf Dudes Podcast. As usual, I'm Joe Calabra. That's Rich Capali. Rich, how you doing today, buddy boy?
Much better than the weather. I leave for Florida on Saturday, so I leave all this crap behind. So
yeah, Rich is
excited.
Rich is getting excited for his trip to Florida, and I'm just excited because I'm always excited.
Because
right, that's true. That's true. That's true. Anyways, lots going on. You didn't play today, neither did I. We're both playing tomorrow.
Yeah.
So
weather, man, it sucks.
This was supposed to be a nice week. It ended up being a mediocre week. So Lynn Miller says, good evening. Good evening, Lynn. Hope all is well with you. So lots to get to, lots going on. We do realize there's an NFL draft tonight. So maybe we'll give
that's all?
Yeah, that's all.
That's it?
That's all. There's a little thing called the NFL draft tonight.
Just
so
a little bit.
We'll give some thoughts on the draft. But there's a lot going on. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in this week and for the support all week on various number of things. But start local, and then we'll get bigger and better. And all kinds of stuff going on. Actually, it's all local. So the biggest thing we had this week was we had the U.S. Amateur Floorball qualifying. There were a bunch of Rhode Island teams. Unfortunately, our guys, Mike Hamilton and Ty McCormick, didn't make it. They missed the cut by 3 shots. The 5 under got you into the playoff. It was at Connecticut National.
One of my favorites.
What friggin' day was it? Tuesday. I believe it was Tuesday. And but they all played. A bunch of different teams that tried to qualify. None of them made it. A bunch of Massachusetts teams made it. So congratulations to those guys who made the U.S. Amateur Floorball. And the tournament's being held at Chambers Bay, where Dustin Johnson famously choked away.
Was
that the U.S. Open or was that a PGA?
I think it was the U.S. Open.
I think it was U.S. Open.
I think it was the U.S. Open. Yeah. Yep.
I think it was U.S. Open as well. That's where that is being held. Unfortunately, again, no Rhode Island teams, but a bunch of Massachusetts guys are in it. So it makes it a little bit interesting anyway. Always cool to see our neighbors go on and win something. Speaking of qualifying, it is qualifying season. Next Wednesday, I want to try to be there. Is the U.S. Women's Open qualifying at the Dedham Golf and Polo Club in Massachusetts. And our girl, Allison Paik, is going to try to qualify.
Sweet. She's
among the players. I don't know if I have to check and see if there's any other Rhode Islanders. I'm sure there is. There has to be. It's in Massachusetts. There's got to be. But Allison's going to try to qualify. I talked to her, and I'll have a preview of that coming up in the next few days. So it is qualifying season. There's a bunch of other things coming up. We have the U.S. Mid-Amateur qualifying at Wanamoisa, I think, later next month, and a bunch of other things going on. So it is qualifying season there. And hopefully come out with some good stories. There's also a college golf season, which I know you watched some of the SEC championship.
Yeah, I watched that a little bit. Yeah, it was pretty interesting. I mean, college golf's so much different. It's like, you got pro golf and everything like that, but like college is like so much more team-based and relationship-based, friendship-based. I actually like it. I like it almost as much as watching the PGA.
Yeah, so we had all that this past week or two or so. Some keeping track of some of the locals, Notre Dame and Georgia Tech, who obviously Notre Dame consists of Davis Chatfield, former RI amateur champion, and Andrew O'Leary, former RI amateur champion. They're hoping for an automatic bid to the tournament. They finished near the bottom of the ACC championship. Georgia Tech finished 5th with Will Dixon, former Moses Brown star. They finished 1 shot out of the match play portion of the tournament. So they're hoping for an automatic bid. Selection day is next Tuesday. I think Golf Channel is broadcasting the NCAA men's selection show. They also do the women's, to be fair.
Yeah.
So we'll look for them. Oklahoma, they just finished their Big 12 championship, I think on Monday or Tuesday, whatever day it was. And they lost the championship by 1 shot to their rival, Oklahoma State. But they're number 1 in the country. They're going to get a high seed in the NCAA tournament.
Oh, yeah.
So Again, that's all coming up on next Tuesday. I believe Golf Channel is broadcasting it on a very local level. Bryant finished fourth in the NEC championship earlier this week, and URI plays for the A10 championship tomorrow down in Florida. Actually, they're going to be where you are. So
there we go.
Anyway, so that is the local college golf roundup. Super excited. Like Rich talked about, the college golf NCAA tournament is. I'm not gonna say it's as fascinating as the basketball one because that would just be that would just be silly. But it is fun to watch.
Oh yeah. I get excited when they when college golf. Same thing with like college hockey and stuff like that. It's just different. It's the same sport, but it's like a different feeling. You know, I'm not saying that the professionals don't take it as seriously as the college guys do, but it's like I don't know. I can't really explain it. It's a different feeling.
Well, I think for the college guys in any sport, I think for a lot of them, not all of them, but a lot of them, it'll be some of the biggest golf rounds they ever played.
Yeah, because a lot of them aren't going to go pro.
So that's why they take it seriously, right?
Exactly,
I think they, even in basketball and I'm sure in hockey, a lot of these kids they're not going to play anything as big. This is their pro. This is their pro thing. So so we'll keep track of that. Again, the selection show is next Tuesday for the men's team. Nobody from the women's side locally made it, as we have discussed a lot. There was no Ivy League season, so Allison's didn't get a chance. But no one locally made it from the women's side. I think the closest place college to make it was Quinnipiac. They made the NCAA women's tournament, but nobody else locally. I read through the whole list like 3 times just to make sure. So there's that. There's a lot going on as far as local clubs. Obviously, tournament season's underway. I know Kings Crossing has all kinds of stuff going on. We're gonna have articles about it coming up. But Kings Crossing has a big weekend plan. Obviously, with the Kentucky Derby is mixed in as well.
I completely forgot the Kentucky Derby was Saturday.
Yeah, so I don't know if you just want to. I know you just.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of like I'm gonna pretty much read it off the Instagram post because I haven't been to my course in 2 weeks, so I have no idea. So Kings Crossing. Tomorrow they got Jury, Judy Howard and Sherry Silva. They'll be opening for their first live from the King of the Year. We got a new chef, Chef Jimmy. I believe he's from Valley.
Mm-hmm.
Serving up some great specials.
And the Kings Crossing live music is great.
Yeah.
I don't know if this particular one's gonna be outside, but usually they have it outside.
Usually it's outside. Yeah.
They also have the whiskey. Yeah, the whiskey room, whatever, which is really cool. So a great event if you're looking for something to do tomorrow night. Anyway,
and usually they try to have it every Friday. So Saturday, May 1st, Kentucky Derby Day. They're having something called the Mint Julep Mixed Scotch Challenge. 3 p.m. shotgun start. Take best drive, alternate shots into the hole. All guests welcome to play. Bring your friends. If you're not able to come play golf, drop by the club at 5. In time for the Derby pregame and the running of the Kentucky Derby. They're going to have the Derby on in the big screen on the wine and whiskey room or Scotch and whiskey room, whatever it is over there. And we watch events there all the time. It's nice and comfortable, great atmosphere. They can pretty much make any beverage you want. And that's coming up on Saturday.
And I'm gonna have articles on all that stuff as well. They literally just posted that today, so we didn't miss it. We just haven't got an article about it, but we'll have something up. One of them will be up tomorrow at least, and then the rest for the weekend. So if you're in that area, be sure to head over to Kings Crossing, visit our friends Peter Walsh and Rob McNeil, and enjoy yourself. Also, while we're on this topic of Kings Crossing, keep in mind that May 29th, Peter May's book, The Open Question, he'll be hosting a book signing at Kings Crossing from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. that day. We're hoping to pack the joint. I've been talking to Peter over the last couple of days about different things. We're going to have a question and answer session as well. And obviously, people can ask questions about the open or his book and about the actual event itself, which you said numerous times. We've talked about numerous times anyway. So that's coming up on May 29th. And while we're on that topic, next week's a busy week, and we're going to recap it all in a minute. But next Tuesday at 1 p.m., Peter May will be joining me for a special podcast episode, I guess, at 1 p.m. Live on Facebook to preview his book, to talk about his book. I'm excited for it because as we've talked about, Peter May is, he's made it to the top of the journalism business, covering the Patriots and the Celtics and Larry Bird era Celtics. So really excited for that. So we're gonna have an article promoting that as well, probably tomorrow. We have a lot of writing to do apparently. Anyway, so that's coming up Tuesday at 1 p.m. He was going to come on today, but he was getting a second vaccine, and he wasn't sure how he was going to feel. So instead of putting all the pressure on him, and then he comes on and he's not feeling good or whatever. So I said, don't even worry about it. We're not gonna, no reason to do that. So anyways, that is what we have next Tuesday, and again, there'll be articles on all of this stuff coming up. Also, next Thursday, I will be at Plymouth Country Club playing in the Pilgrimage Golf Invitational. This is put on by our friends, the Cape Cod Golf Guys. That'll be at Plymouth Country Club in the morning, and it's a great. They sent the list today of who's playing. It's a great opportunity for us, Golf News RI, me, to meet people in the golf business, meet creators, meet other media types in the golf business. So really looking forward to that. I have my merchandise coming in, hats and stuff, Golf News RI hats and stuff, which we'll be maybe doing more of within the next couple of days, potentially tomorrow. But I don't think they're going to be coming in tomorrow. I don't think I get so lucky. So that's next Thursday. So I'll be doing some content from there. I think I should be back for the podcast because it's in the morning. But we don't have, might record some special like interviews with the Cape Cod Golf Guys, Spargo Golf, who you kind of know.
Penn too.
Yeah.
Golf. They're do rangefinders and stuff like that. That's pretty
so,
good.
So it's going to be a really cool event for us. But I'm really excited to go, and we'll see what we get out of it. Hopefully, get a lot out of it. But yeah, we have busy times coming up for sure. Especially next week. Next week is busy with the Tuesday thing. We have the U.S. Women's Open qualifying, and then we have the Cape Cod Golf Guys on Thursday. So lots going on in the Golf News Island. It's exciting.
Absolutely. I'm kind of upset I'm missing that tournament. I wish it was the week after, but should have fun. Plymouth Country Club I heard is awesome, so you're gonna have a good time.
I never played. Have you ever played there? I never played there.
No, I've only played a couple courses on
excuse me,
on the Cape.
They say the Cape Cod Golf Guys were saying that when it's windy, it could be tough, and it's actually a Donald Ross course.
Nice.
I guess I didn't know that. So all that is going on. One thing that is going on that I don't want to go too much into because it's going on is there's a meeting in East Providence, which we had an article about. We were the first ones to actually report it. No one even knew about it. Is meeting on Metacomment. They're expected to vote tonight on, the kind of the final, or not expected. They're potentially going to vote is the language that they used on the final decision with Metacomment, eminent domain, or develop it, whatever that is. So we'll see how that goes, but we'll keep you updated. If something breaks tonight, we'll have it up. If not, we'll have something up tomorrow. I'm sure we'll hear about it if it goes one way or the other. But that's going outside in East Providence. Just wanted to make a quick mention of that and everything else. So Bob Calabro comments.
Oh jeez, here we go.
He's watching. He says, when it's breezy, swing easy.
Yeah.
Right. I'll make sure I take that into account. So that is what we have going on. So lots going on. What happened on the PGA Tour today? It's Justin Thomas's birthday.
Didn't watch.
That's
I watched
exciting.
Maybe like 10 minutes of it.
DJ was playing pretty well from what I.
He was when I was. I think he was
saw.
2 under last time I looked. That was a couple hours ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. At the buzzer too. Wowza. Whoo! Sorry, Bruins are on.
It's not a Bruins show. No one cares.
Keegan Bradley's got the leader at 7 under. Max Homa 5 under. Ryan Moore 5 under. Emmanuel Grillo. Sorry, Emiliano. Jesus Christ, that was a tough one. Abraham Answer 4 under. Jason Kokrak 4 under. Paul Casey 3 under. Pat Perez 3 under. Kiz 3 under. Kevin Na 3 under. So we got a Brooks Koepka's brother. What the hell's his name? Chase is 3 under. So he's vying for a little bit of that. Lucas Glover's 2 under. He better finish low. Justin Thomas 2 under. I'm looking for DJ. I can't find him right now. We'll figure it out. But yeah, DJ's even. Final even. So yeah, it's not a bad field.
Uncle Bob is challenging us. He says the golf dudes versus Bob and Scott. They have no chance of winning. So, so anyway.
I'm down with that. As long as Scott pays for it, I'm down with that. I'm definitely down with that. But yes, I will take that challenge.
Yeah, it could be fun. We definitely want to do more of that stuff. We also have, speaking of challenge, we have Michael Callahan's event, Chase for Cure, May 17th,
Monday,
at Valley Country Club. And so we have that coming up. We'll do some stuff from there. Our plan is to play. Barring something crazy happening, which shouldn't be anything crazy happening. But so we have all that going on. Lots of stuff going on next week as well. Also, thanks to everybody for their interest in our high school golf coverage. It's been, the coaches have been great sending in the scores and, trying to go to some of these events. It's not as easy as you would think, but thanks to everyone for the support on high school coverage. It's been a huge hit. The scores, just us posting the scores and the stats, not so much the stats, but the individual scores has been a huge hit over the last few days. And so we're looking forward to keep that going. Coaches, keep sending in your scores. Either text me or email or tweet it out. Some of these golf teams have Twitter accounts. Yeah. East Greenwich has their own Twitter account.
I mean, nobody really reads the paper anymore, so it's like
Hendricken has their own Twitter account. So
they got to get that information out somehow.
And nobody. And I was saying the story last week when you were out. I was saying, so on the Projo's website, and this is not the. Well, it is the Bachelor Projo actually. On the Projo's
you have to pay for everything.
Well, not only that, but on the Projo's website, they actually they switched around their website, whatever. They actually had an article up as to where you can go and find the high school scoreboard. They had to have an article up telling people how to go find the high school
within their website.
In their website.
The fact that you can't figure that out from the main page is pretty bad.
Right. The fact that they had to put an article up.
Yeah, it's like directions trying to find where your car is.
It's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, like, come on.
Now, admittedly, it's not that difficult. I mean,
no,
it's easy to find. It's not that hard to find, but
yeah,
just the fact that they had to put it up is kind of silly. So, we're doing. I think all the coaches love it. The people are excited. The kids are excited. The parents are excited because now the parents go to the website and so it's a huge thing. And the state championship is in a couple of weeks at Cranston Country Club. So. Or the boys is at Cranston Country Club. The girls is in Warwick, actually. So that's gonna be a fun time.
Wind's gonna be kicking.
Yeah, and so we're looking forward to that as well. My mom says, "Good local high school stuff. People like that." Mm-hmm. Yes, they do. So that is what we have going on. What on a professional level? What did you think? What do you think of Ricky Fowler getting an exemption to the PGA Championship? How they gave him a. He's ranked. Can you believe he's ranked 111th in the world?
I know.
I couldn't believe it. I was like, holy crap.
I don't know. I'm 50-50. I kind of feel bad for the guys who didn't make it, but he made it, kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like what? Like, I get he's like an ambassador for the game. Like, a lot of kids look up to him because of his flashy style and stuff like that. But, I mean, is it really fair to the other guys who were like 112th, 100th, you know what I mean? Or whatever the cutoff is for the PGA. I'm not sure what it is. Mm-hmm. I think it's 100, I think, or whatever it is. But, yeah, it doesn't really look good in the eyes of the guys that just missed or have to play in to get there. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, this guy has sucked for the past, 2.5 years or 2 years?
Almost 2 years, yeah.
Almost 2 years. Like, why all of a sudden does he get to do it? You know what I mean? Right. That's my thing. So I'm 50% happy, 50% feel bad for the guys that didn't make it or that were close, close to making it.
Right. So yeah, that came out earlier this week. That was interesting. I mean, I'm a Ricky Fowler fan, so.
Oh, I am too. I just think it's kind of crappy that the guys, you know what I mean? Especially for the guys who probably missed it by one shot or playoff or something. You know what I mean? Or whatever it is.
Caitlin Allen, thanks for watching. Uncle Bob says there's gonna be no shots in the match.
Straight up, huh? Oof.
So
Okay.
better work on your game down in Florida.
Yeah. Right.
The other thing I want to ask you about, because you're the PGA Tour guy, is it was reported last week by Amon, whatever how we pronounce his name, and then we sourced him and put an article up, and you were away. What did you think of Amon's big story about the bonuses for the positive needle movers?
I like it. I mean, I think it's going to be it's
controversial.
It's a little controversial, but I mean, it's going to be the same guys every year,
right?
Like, I mean, barring like it's going to be Tiger. It's going to be DJ. It's going to be JT.
Spieth.
It's Spieth.
Fowler.
Koepka maybe. I mean, Koepka's not really that big of a personality. Patrick Reed, he'll be on there, even though the what's it called? The language for it says it's positive stuff only.
It's just positive as far as their ratings.
Didn't we go over this the week before?
Oh, was it the week before?
I think we did. I think we did it the week before. Because I remember, or maybe I was talking to you about it, whatever it is. But I like the whole Patrick Reed thing is that the negativity is also a positive because it's bringing, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's bringing people who aren't like us, who only watch the golf for the Masters, the U.S. Open, the Open, and stuff like that. It's actually like when Patrick Reed screws up or cheats or whatever it is, they see it on SportsCenter and they're like, "Oh crap, I'm gonna watch the rest of the rest of the rounds this weekend to see if he screws up again." You know what I mean? So the negativity also brings positivity, which is weird. But the language in the little not contract, but the language in the letter states that one of the qualifying things is like positivity towards the game. Which I don't really understand that, but I mean, we could talk for days on it.
It's positive. It's for positive needle movers. So then basically it's a TV. It's a ratings thing.
Of course. And Patrick Reed it's a negative situation, but it's a needle mover.
People watch him to see what he's going to show.
Exactly. So I don't know what the metrics for that are going to be.
It's something interesting. Justin Thomas commented, I think today, or maybe it was yesterday, where he said that he plays golf to win, not for popularity.
Yeah, of course. I mean,
so it's interesting. And then you got Koepka saying, I think me and you just talked about this at the bar. I don't think we
I think we might have talked about it on Thursday. Yeah, after the show.
Because it was happening last week. And Koepka is saying that
Tiger should win it every year for what he's done for golf. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. Yeah, we talked about it at the bar.
So it is interesting. I just thought it was an interesting concept. A huge story that Lynch broke, so give credit to him, and we just sourced him, but a huge story for sure. It'll be interesting to see how that plays out. And what I was talking to you about is I wonder how long it's going to take, whether it's PGA Tour themselves or like Golf Channel or these networks, to have like a bonus tracker, like they do with the
we gotta figure out exactly 100% of the metrics first, so you can have a running scoreboard.
They'll have a tracker for it within the next year, I bet, or less.
He broke something else. I want to say.
So there, that's where that is a fascinating topic over on the PGA Tour.
He's a funny bastard.
Oh
my god. I went through like 3 of his tweets and I'm already laughing.
For sure. So we know that the NFL draft starts. We know there's golf going on. Like I said, all kinds of local stuff going on. Next week is a busy week. U.S. Women's Open qualifying. We'll have a list of players from Rhode Island who are trying to make it. And the Women's Open, where's the Women's Open this year? It's at what's the city of that course? I should have looked this up before probably. But we'll have a list of players that are making it. As we said, Allison Paik is going to attempt to qualify.
Are we talking about the real Women's Open?
Yes.
The LPGA?
Yes. The US Women's Open. That's what the qualifying is for.
Yeah, I had a brain for it. The Olympic Club.
That's what it was.
San Francisco.
I knew it was something like that.
I also heard from another podcast. I have to cite it. Foreplay podcast that Barstool Sports. I heard that they were, as soon as the Women's Open is done, they're going to do major renovations on the Olympic Club.
Are they?
That's the word on the street. They're going to there's a par 3 course there. They're going to bulldoze the par 3 course and redo it to like a cradle type thing.
Oh, interesting.
At Pinehurst.
Yeah.
whoever's been to Pinehurst has played the Cradle before. It's like a super difficult par 3, no more than like a 9-iron, give or take, and a putter. That's it. But that's like that. I don't know if that's completely true, but that's something to think about when you do watch it, like because of the landscape and stuff like that. That'll be interesting.
Now, are they changing it because they're trying to increase the distance and make it tougher, or are they changing it just because?
I don't know. I heard also from that podcast that the women, I think, are playing it at 65 or 66.
Yeah.
The foreplay guys played it at like 76.
Holy crap.
So it's not like they're maxed out with distance for the women. Like,
Right,
you know what I mean?
right, no.
I think they're only playing it at 65 or 66, but like, I mean, they played it at 75, I think, or something, 75, 76. And I think it could go back all the way to like 77 or 78. So,
yeah. Impressive.
Yeah, so it's going to be interesting. For those of you that don't know, it's in San Francisco. It's right on the water. I think half of it's right on the water, and it's Golden Gate Bridge in the background, stuff like that. So the wind is treacherous. It's going to be awesome. Like I said, I actually like watching women's golf, especially when there's majors. All the stars come out, and I'm excited for major season.
That's not where the men's PGA Championship was last year, was it?
No, that was Harding Park.
Harding, that's right.
Harding,
TPC Harding Park.
Harding
I
Park.
knew it was that same
public
area.
track. Yep.
Uncle Bob says, "Good job, guys. I got to run." He says, "For you, have a good trip."
Thank you, Bob. I appreciate that. And yes, I do have enough vacation time.
Uncle Bob says he played there. Of course he did.
Where, Harding Park or Olympic? Probably both.
I'm not sure.
Probably.
We'll just assume both.
Oh man.
Draft coming up in a few minutes. We know that.
Oh, jeez, yeah.
8 o'clock.
Yeah. We already know what the first 3 picks are. So.
We already know the first 3 picks are boring. What do you want the Patriots to do?
Dude, I'm so like I listen to sports radio all day in my truck, and I'm just sick of hearing about it. I can't wait for it to be over.
Sports Talk Radio has been talking about this for like a month.
More than that. Probably like a year since Brady left. Like, when are we gonna get a new freaking quarterback? I don't know. I don't want Jimmy. I want Fields or what's his face?
Mac Jones.
No, the other one. I can never
Lance.
remember. Trey Lance. Jesus, I can never remember Lance's name.
Sorry.
Prefer Fields.
He can't remember your name either. So.
Yeah, right. I honestly, I don't know. My head's spinning. I don't know. I'd hope he takes a quarterback. We just need a quarterback. That's it.
Doesn't he have to take a quarterback? I mean,
dude,
you would think.
If there's quarterbacks if we don't move up, which you're going to have to move up to get Fields, they're saying probably 7 to 9 range, 7, 8, 9 range. I believe that if they don't do that and there's quarterbacks on the board at 15 and Belichick doesn't take a quarterback, I will not be surprised because he's done it before.
Right.
What was it? What's his face?
They could have Lamar Jackson.
Lamar Jackson. Yeah.
They traded out.
Yeah. It's like, what are we doing here? Come on. Now, granted, they had Brady at the time, but whatever.
But you still needed that.
Yeah, you still needed that. Yeah, well, they had Jimmy G too, and they shipped him. Anyways.
And if the timeline, in Jeff Benedict's book, The Dynasty, is correct, which I'm assuming it is because they don't screw these things up.
Yeah.
Brady had already told Kraft that he wanted to leave prior to that draft. Brady told Kraft he wanted to leave after the Eagles Super Bowl loss. It was that offseason. So that draft, was that Lamar Jackson draft?
That was 16, 17?
Yeah,
17, like I think. Yeah.
So
I don't know. All I know is my head's spinning. I just want this crap to go away. I don't care. It's summer, golf, hockey playoffs. I don't want to think about football. I just want to have this 2 days because nobody really gives a shit about the 3rd and 4th round. Have these 2 days and be done with it. I'm sick and tired of hearing about it.
I feel like you're in the same boat as a lot of people.
Oh, I don't give a shit. Actually, you know what? I'm not even going to pay attention tomorrow. I'm going to play golf. I'm going to pack for my trip, and I'm going to leave. I don't give a crap about the 2nd round. Actually, you know what? After pick 25, I don't care. Let's go. Be done with it.
Actually, as I think the Patriots pick, we don't really.
No, well, I mean, I'm kind of interested to see, how everything goes, but, I mean, after a while, it's just like, I can't sit there. I can't sit there and watch it. I don't know how these guys attend. They have, people sitting there. Well, back in the day, I'm not sure they're doing it now. People buy tickets to the freaking draft. Are you crazy? Well, it was one thing pre-COVID when it was in Nashville. That was pretty badass when they had it down the main street with the big stage. That was sick. Like when they used to have it at like Radio City Music Hall and stuff. Like,
Oh, it used to be a Radio City Music Hall.
feels like it. Oh, I don't know. That's just me. I wouldn't even go to the NHL draft if I had tickets to it. And I love hockey. Rant over. Sorry.
No, it was a solid rant.
I'm just so sick of hearing about football. Oh,
it was solid content. You can expect that segment up separately tomorrow. With some
like a Shannon Sharp,
some fun,
Shannon Sharp rap.
Some fun editing late tonight. So we do realize the NFL draft's on, it's on now.
Actually, let me go throw that on real quick.
So we do understand, but a few minutes left here of the show. What did you make of while we're on the NFL and while we're talking about it, since this is what people's focus is, what did you make of the Aaron Rodgers news today, broke by Adam Schefter? It's kind of a bombshell.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it when I saw it. I don't know really what to make of it. It doesn't surprise me from a Packers perspective because he was unhappy when McCarthy was there. Mm-hmm. And I really didn't think, I think the playoff loss last year solidified him just saying, screw it, I'm leaving. If they had gone maybe to the NFC Championship game, beat Brady, mm-hmm. and lost the Super Bowl, then maybe it'd be one thing. But that playoff loss, he was done before that. But that playoff loss just like nailed the coffin, you know?
Oh, he just wants to go lose the conference championship for somebody else.
I'd love to see this puts a whole new spin on draft night, which is why I'm kind of excited for like the first half of the night. You know what I mean?
That's why it's like interesting.
You know, like, and obviously the Patriots stuff, even as much as I just bitched, but you know. Oh, I forgot it's in Cleveland. Oh, who feels like it? Ah, look at that. Oh, gray, cold. Oh my God, who feels like it? Anyways, but yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I really have no idea. Like you said, San Fran offered Jimmy G and a third.
And other compensation.
And they said no. I mean,
last night they called it apparently.
Oh, okay, all right.
San Fran called them last night,
and then it broke like at 1 o'clock or something.
This broke
1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. Yeah. I have no idea. Like I can't even think of a scenario that would, like you said.
But the Brady situation was
that's what you said. Like I said,
Brady didn't just make it public though. That was the difference. Brady.
I asked you if they make a move for Rodgers. You said why didn't they just keep Brady then? Give Brady what he wanted, which was too much money, obviously. Which Rodgers is going to cost a crap load of money. So I get it. I really don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I couldn't even think of a scenario. So.
All right, we saw some of the NFL draft, and now comments are coming in. What the hell?
Yeah, right.
Jesus. Joel Bissett says, Rodgers can still play at a very high level, no doubt, but he can't help himself if the spotlight leaves him.
True.
So
yeah,
he is kind of about himself. He wants to host Jeopardy. Maybe he'll just retire. Host Jeopardy.
I mean, I saw clips of it. I didn't even think he was that good.
Whatever.
I
didn't watch any.
I saw clips of it on Twitter.
Jeopardy is too much of a smart show for me. I like to watch like stupid.
Yeah, true. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Same.
Jeopardy takes too much brain power.
Yeah, same.
If I want to watch a show, it's gonna be like the Mighty Ducks or something, or something stupid, or Ozark, or like some nonsense.
Right. Speaking of that, I can't wait for that final season. The final season.
Yes, reportedly, but Caitlin said it was pushed to 2022.
Oh, because I remember a couple weeks ago you were like, "Oh, it's coming out this week," but they must have pushed it. Yeah. No, that's a good flick. I love that show.
So. So we talked about some golf today. We talked about the NFL draft. We talked about Netflix shows. We cover all the bases here on the Golf Dudes. Where else can you get this great content?
It's Yep.
So that was what we have going on. Now you're playing tomorrow morning at the King.
At the King.
What do you play?
I think I got 8:30.
What are you expecting from your round?
I don't know. I was playing okay the first like 6 rounds of the year. But I'm not really expecting much. I just need to swing a golf club before I get on the plane.
Now, when you're in Florida, what courses are any notable courses?
I think we're going to try and play the PGA course in Port St. Lucie.
Yeah.
We're just not really sure if it's private because some of the courses in Florida, because the off season starts Saturday for Florida. May 1st is the first day of the off season. So some of the
too hot down there.
Exactly. So some of the courses that are private in Florida, they do daily fee. Like Valley, well, sort of like Valley, and we're trying to hit a bunch of those courses, and that came up, but we're just not sure if it's fully private or not. I think we're playing Duran, which is right outside of Satellite Beach. We're playing that twice. That's a great place. Trade Winds Restaurant, great drinks. Where the hell else are we playing? I haven't seen the list yet, but Duran's a definite, and we're going to try and play that the PGA course in Port St. Lucie. It's supposed to be hot. It's supposed to be like almost 90 every day, so it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, it should be fun.
I'm excited. I haven't been to Florida in no COVID last year, 3 years, I think. So I need a vacation then.
Yeah. So you'll be in Florida next week. I'll be holding down the fort up here. Like I said, I think next Thursday. So the Cape Cod Golf Guys tournament is in the morning. We have to be. It's like 8:30, like tee off. So I have to like figure out what time I'm gonna leave.
Holy shit! Yeah, you're gonna have to. Your sleepy ass is gonna have to wake up at like 5.
So.
Oh man.
But I think I should be home to do the podcast. But I might tape a couple. I told the Cape Cod Golf Guys they can come on and we tape like a bunch of segments. So it should be a really fun Thursday. Like I said, I'm really excited about it, actually. It's a great opportunity for us
when I get there on Saturday, I'll let you know my Wi-Fi situation, because sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, and we'll play it by ear.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Joel Bassett wants to get back to the NFL draft. He's sick of this golf nonsense.
No, I'm sick of the NFL.
He doesn't give a crap about my playing schedule. He says, "Who gets left in the green room tonight?" Now I don't know all the players offhand. That's a fascinating question. I don't follow
names are going through my head that I heard on EEI this week, and I can't even give you names. I can't even. I don't follow college football enough to give you any names, but it'd be interesting to see who does not get drafted.
There is one local connection to the NFL draft, and it's been reported, so it's not like breaking news or anything. But Kwity Paye. Michigan. He went to Hendricken.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be drafted. He's expected to get drafted tonight.
He's really good.
There was somebody said that maybe the Patriots might be interested in getting him.
That'd be nice.
I'm not 100% sure what his position is, though.
Yeah. I think he's a tackle.
I think he's a tackle. Position. I want to say the wrong thing.
I think he is.
Anyway, good luck to him. And a former Hendricken star. Of course, Hendricken footballs. They do win championships over there and great kind of players. So good to him. I'm not even sure when the last person from Rhode Island was drafted. Might have been Will Blackman.
Will Blackman, from Hendricken.
I mean, James Devlin, I think was drafted, but he's not from Rhode Island. He just went to Brown. He just went to Brown, which kind of counts, I guess. But, so that's an interesting storyline to watch as well, and among other things. So anyway, so what's coming up? So what's coming up is we have the college golf selection show. Good luck to URI starting tomorrow in the A10 Championship down in Florida. They've been playing. I mean, they had a shortened season because of COVID, but they've been playing.
They took forever.
They had to take two. They had to take 2 COVID pauses. One in the beginning of the season, and one like right in the middle.
Yep.
Because the URI Invitational tournament that I was going to go to down at Quinessa ended up being canceled. And I was going to go to that because both them and Bryant were playing. It would have been a great opportunity to hit both schools. But anyway, good luck to them tomorrow. We'll have a preview of that up tomorrow morning. And I'm always chatting with their head coach, Greg Burke. So hopefully they do well, and maybe they can make a run. They certainly have the players for it. Led by Chris Francoeur. He could win the whole thing himself, possibly. So good luck to them. So we have college golf going on. Selection Tuesday, I guess, is next week. So we'll have that covered as far as where some of the local players are, and if URI gets in, the local teams. Again, Notre Dame is hoping for a spot. Georgia Tech is hoping for a spot. Oklahoma lost their Big 12 championship, but they'll be in anyway. They were number 1 in the country. They probably might even get a number 1 seed for all I know. I'm not sure how the stuff works with college golf as opposed to basketball, but I'm sure it's similar. So we have that going on. Next Tuesday, I am talking with Peter May live on Facebook at 1 p.m. The show will replay, and we'll have all kinds of content from that about his book, The Open Question, which is a book that we're promoting. And then we have the book signing on May 29th. There'll be articles on all this stuff, so you don't have to try to remember what I'm saying. But
2-0 end of the first.
So they're done. Dave Marcotte says, "Great job, guys. Thanks for what you do. Have fun on your trip and play well. Be safe."
Appreciate it.
So thank you, Dave, for watching.
I'll try my best to be safe.
Yeah. So.
With my dumb ass. There's no promises though.
You'll try your best to play well.
Play well. Yeah. Sure.
Joel Bassett says, "Great show, guys. Have a good trip."
Thank you.
Everyone's wishing you a good trip.
I know.
It's almost like they like
even Uncle Bob.
That's amazing. Yeah.
It's almost like they like you.
So we have all that coming up, and then obviously Thursday at Plymouth Country Club. So looking forward to it. We have lots going on with Golf News Eye. We are going to have some hats coming in within the next couple of days. So we're just trying to do some merchandise. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how they look, number one. And then we'll see how that goes. So if you think you may be interested, if you want to rep Golf News Eye, feel free to reach out, and we'll figure out how to do it all. Kind of on the fly, but whatever. It can't be that difficult. So anyway, you have all that stuff going on, and Lord knows what else is coming up. So thanks everybody for tuning in. We're gonna get out of the way because we know people are focused on the draft, and so we'll talk to you all weekend. We'll have articles up on the King's Crossing stuff. I actually screenshotted the Instagram post so I don't forget about it. And as far as what's going on there this weekend, I know other tournaments are going on at Triggs and Alpine and other things as well. So we'll have all that covered for you all weekend long. You don't want to miss a thing. Make sure you sign up for our e-blast that goes out in the mornings, just about every morning. We're up to 195 subscribers. So hopefully we get to 200. It would be pretty cool. But we send out top 2 stories every morning with links and pretty pictures and all kinds of stuff. So make sure you subscribe to that as well if you have not already. It's free. You don't have to pay for it, nothing like that. So there's that. So anyway, thanks everybody for tuning in tonight. Enjoy the rest of your night. Enjoy the rest of the NFL draft. And we will see you. Well, I will see you next week. We're not sure what Rich's status will be, but maybe he'll chime in from Florida if something
Maybe
crazy.
throw up a couple videos
happens.
or something. We'll see.
Yeah, so we will talk to you all next week. Thanks everybody again, and thanks for all the support. We will see you down the road. Maybe some of you I'll probably see this weekend, but anyways, we'll talk to you later. Thanks everybody.